In this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain on one of our faceless YouTube channels, Only the Savvy. We'll go over some of the analytics of this channel and most importantly, how much it made our small company over the last year or two. Only the Savvy is a news-based faceless YouTube channel on the subject of cryptocurrency. Now, what do I mean by news-based? It's simple reporting, like, say you have a Google alert or something that comes up or something that was on a podcast recently from an expert. Well, you can take excerpts of that and report on those. And if you do it with consistency and you find out what people are looking for consistently, then you can have a news-based faceless YouTube channel pretty easily, and it can make some pretty significant money. A brief history on this channel is that me and my business partners are cryptocurrency enthusiasts. So we were already basically kind of watching and buying and hodling, and we basically were like, well, let's do a channel on it. And this is before we were making that much money doing YouTube. We had one other channel that was starting to make some money. So we essentially started doing this type of channel where we would scope out kind of the hottest scoop and report on it. So with this type of content, you do have to basically add your opinion and narrate. You can't just take the scoop, and run with it and not change it at all. You'll get copyright claimed, you'll get copyright struck. So you need to kind of basically do a adequate job reporting or add an adequate opinion to it, maybe edit it. And we go over a lot of that stuff here on the channel on how to stay monetized with these faceless channels, no matter what type they are. But what we started to realize with this specific channel is going after some of the podcasts were actually more effective than going after some of the Google alerts. So therein, this channel was born, Only the Savvy, which concentrates on reporting the newest, hottest opinion scoops, takes from experts in the field that are on podcasts, social media, even mainstream media, but more following what they're saying, following those people, because that's what people really want to see is the experts in the field and their opinions, following them closely, and then finding out what the newest, hottest take is, and then presenting it to somebody in a shorter clip with your narration behind it. But most importantly, how much can one of these channels actually make? So let's do that now. Let's jump into my computer and I'll show you how much this channel has made our small company lifetime. So as you can see here, this channel's made us $173,000, just over that, lifetime. And that's over the course of the past couple years. Now you can see there's a big lull here at the very beginning, and then a big dip and a lull here towards the end. And let me explain, because that's actually a big con, and I forgot to discuss this before jumping in, is that the pros and cons of this. The pros are that there's always new information coming out. There's new information always coming out. You're going to have an endless well of content, and that's a pro of it. It's very easy to systemize, and there's an endless well of content. The cons are that, in this case, if the cryptocurrency is down, so are the views, and then so are the potential sponsorships. So a lot of the money that you can potentially make are based on whether the niche is hot or not. And in this case, you can see when cryptocurrency took a big dip, our channel almost went to zero. So that's obviously a huge con of this. We compensated for that by shifting a little bit. So when cryptocurrency is down, we shift our videos away from cryptocurrency, which is something that we weren't doing during the lull. We were just kind of forcing them through. So now that we kind of have a little more insight on, well, no one wants to watch them. When Bitcoin's down, no one wants to watch a video on Bitcoin. And no one's even reporting on it. So, and then the sponsors aren't around. So why force it? So we kind of pivoted there. And that was a really, really good lesson for especially news-based channels, is that when the news is slow, where can you pivot? So that is something that's cool that we learned. One more con of this type of news-based channel is that it's not evergreen. So, after a week or so, it's old news. No one's ever going to watch the video again. So we preach on this channel a lot is to really focus on evergreen material. So that way in 10 years, your content is still relevant. And in this type of content, it's clearly not. So that's another thing to consider when doing a news-based channel, is that you're releasing a lot. You're releasing 5 times a week, 7 times a week, 10 times a week, and it's non-evergreen content. So it's actually like a lot of little work, and it's not evergreen. But This number, 173,000, is not the full amount we made. We actually made quite a bit more than that through sponsorships. So this type of channel, news-based channels where you're releasing a lot, especially in a bull market with crypto, you get a lot of sponsorship opportunities that pay pretty decently. But again, when, things are dried out and, no one's coming to see your videos, those sponsorships dry up super quick. So I would estimate that this channel probably made us more like 250 to 300 in the last, I would say 2 years. And had we understood the pivot method during this dry spell in 2022, we could have made significantly more. Could have been more like 350. So I just wanted to show you an example of a realistic channel, faceless channel, what it makes realistically, just so that you can understand, like, A, the concept, which is a pretty simple concept. You're reporting on something that's new, whether it's from an expert or an article. And then B, what it can make you. And now we release, daily on this channel, sometimes more. So give you an idea of the type of money you can make with a commitment like that. And again, we've learned some lessons along the way, like pivot when the news is dry. Have a strategy where you can pivot to like a little more of a broader subject. In this case, it would be we pivot from cryptocurrency to conspiracy finance. So with those in mind, you're never going to hit a complete brick wall where all of a sudden you're running at a $3,000 a month deficit or a $2,000 a month deficit. You can keep the team going and just slightly pivot away, wait for the news in your niche to bull run again, and go right back. So anyway, I hope that was helpful for you guys. If you want to learn more about how we create these channels, stay monetized, make money to our small business, click the link below in the description, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today's video. If you want to learn how to create a profitable YouTube channel like this one, click the link in the description and let us show you how. See you on the next one.